Hey everyone, Barry here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream. Gonna be finishing out Built for Sport plus doing some multiplayer today. Is number 5. Figured I would change it up instead of just grinding, single player. We tried to do a featured multiplayer event. Last time we tried to do it, I was like an hour and a half into the stream, and we just didn't have enough time to reasonably participate. So we started, but we ended up backing out due to time restrictions. Today, I would like to actually get to experience what it's like to do the featured multiplayer. So we'll get to that later on. First, I'm going to warm up in Built for Sport, get myself back in the game. Haven't played in a week, so you get the idea. Need to recalibrate. I was driving pretty sloppy last week. I called myself out on it, so hopefully today, knock on wood, we do a little bit better. I'll zoom through our intro as quick as possible, get into the gameplay, and then we'll go from there. So schedule real quick on the screen. Obviously today we got Forza Motorsport started maybe a minute or two late, so we're going to hold the usual 2-hour session. Tomorrow we're going to do Counter-Strike 2 around 4 o'clock. We have a flex slot at 10:30. Thinking Warzone The Haunting because I won't be streaming next week, which we'll get to at the bottom of the schedule. It's already listed there. And yeah, I'll miss out on the rest of it. I want to check out Zombie Royale. Yeah, if we want, we can try and do some of the boss fights. Kind of just play for fun, not really hunt dubs, but just participate. I guess you can hunt for dubs in Zombie Royale, so I take that back. But you get the idea. We won once or twice in Zombie Royale in the past, so hopefully, again, knocking on wood again, we can get one. Saturday, we got a flex slot in the afternoon, 1 o'clock Snow Runner, currently planned, and it may be a 3-hour slot. I may take that hour back to me, depends, what I need to do. Got a lot to do between today and Sunday, so we'll see how it goes. Sunday, no live streams, and as I said on the bottom, vacation notice, there will be no live streams planned from Sunday, basically 10/29 through 11/5. So this Sunday through the following Sunday, all 8 of those days, there will be no streams. I will be on vacation, so I decided I'm not going to bring my gaming equipment with me. I feel like just taking a break from streaming and work is probably the best route. Just relax, take some me time per se, and then come back refreshed on 11/5 and 11/6 will be right back in action. My guess for the week of 11/6, just to throw it out there, probably Assassin's Creed Mirage Monday, Tuesday, Forza Wednesday, Counter-Strike 2 Thursday, COD MW3 releases that Friday, so you get the idea for that, then a flex slot that night, and we can wing that out based on what we want to do. If we only cover, multiplayer, MW3 in the afternoon, we can consider doing a Warzone session. I don't know when that gets updated, but we'll wing the flex night on that. Probably do Hella Loose Insurgency and a truck sim that Saturday, and then Sunday may just keep for us at that point. Been skipping Sundays lately. Eventually we'll bring back couch co-op, but for right now, just too much to do elsewise. Bring it back to screen, plan for the game, and just playing for fun. I think I'm going to set a min achievement goal of at least like 500 roughly. But yeah, we'll figure that out when the time comes. I'd say the stream looks pretty good right now. I changed my color corrections, so you get the idea. It's a little bit different than last time, maybe a little bit less vivid, but I went more authentic is what I'm going for here. Instead of trying to make everything just ultra vivid and the best colors possible, I want to make it more what I see on my TV and gameplay experience than just overdoing it. And I'd say it looks pretty good right now. Sure, it can improve slightly, but we're going to leave it alone. Like, sub, links, description, thegamersys.com, Discord, Razer stores on Razer Streamer, Rep Sports with the coupon code TGS, 15% off, check it all out. Setup as an equipment description, random chat is Thursday, new episode of Loki drops tonight, or today already. I'm probably going to wait to watch it till tomorrow at this point, just because I got plenty of other stuff to do, but I will squeeze it in, if not, next week, but hopefully tomorrow night, when I have some chill, time on a Friday night. And that pretty much covers it, not much else to it. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. And I guess we could leave it at that. I think we covered everything. It's been a decent streaming week. Made a lot of progress in Assassin's Creed Mirage. And hopefully, we'll make some good progress in Forza. I will throw the warning out there now that I'm no Forza Pro. I play 2 hours a week. I think 4 hours the week of release. Or early access, I should say. And depending on the car, I play it in simulation mode with the G923 wheel. I run everything on simulation for the most part, except I think ABS at this time. And yeah, so if the car is wild, we'll probably spin it at some point. But the car I've been using for this event, I haven't been fully happy with. Felt like it was an issue of downforce. Made a few changes, and you know, hopefully it's a little bit better today. So there's my Cayman. Don't get me wrong, it's a sweet car, but at the same time, it's just been a little bit whack. So we got the race exhaust with a sport intake. We have anti-roll bars in the front and rear, and the race, you know, quality. We upgraded the front tire, the rear tire, and the tire compound. I could technically take some of this front tire away. It is a rear-wheel drive car. But let's leave it alone. We're gonna get some points. We could always do it. I'm gonna be doing the practice laps just because, one, we can gain some XP for the vehicle, unlock some more mods, and two, I just gotta, you know, get warmed up. Especially if we're gonna be doing some multiplayer, I have to be in my A game. Last week I was in like my D game. That sounds wrong, but yeah, grade level D. Call it C to make it sound a little bit better. Yeah, I gave myself at least a C last week, I would say. Wasn't a foul, wasn't a D, it was a C. Wasn't an A or B though, that's for sure. This week I'm hoping for that A or B. There's me all dressed up walking out right now. Then I almost killed everyone on the launch. One thing goes wrong with that and I just plowed a bunch of people. That was kind of reckless. Alright, here we go. And right off the bat, I was sitting. I did not check. Hold on, let me. Alright. I was not in a good position for the pedals, and I went to use the pedals, and I went off the road because I was trying to get myself situated comfortably. So basically they just threw me in the lap one. That first section where we messed up didn't count, so we're good. I'm gonna push it a little bit hard. So I want to see what this car, how it responds with the mods we put on at the end of the last stream. You can hear the tires getting ready to slip and slide, but it's doing alright so far. I used to play this game with the racing line off, then I put it on for turns only. Lately I've just been using it full. You can kind of eye up after doing enough racing games the line you should take, but I'm trying to really hone in on it better. No better way than having that line, especially if you want to improve your times and get better. Eventually, once I'm ready, we'll downgrade to turns only. Random car check. Got my real life car back yesterday after over 3 weeks of waiting for some work to be done. Had a dent in the quarter pound repaired. Had my rear bumper painted. Had my trunk painted. Had a RS5 trunk retrofitted onto it. I have an older S5. It's like a decade old now, and great car. Hence why I turned it into a project car. Got a little bit sloppy there. Felt the wheel giving out. I didn't feel like battling it in the practice lap, so that's on me. It's either battle it and risk losing it, or just take the punch, go off. We're in practice, so I don't really care. But yeah, I had all that work done. It was quite an expensive bill. Thankfully, insurance covered most of it, since I put in a claim for the quarter panel because I wasn't paying that kind of money for the repairs. But I covered the trunk upgrade. That was more pricey than I anticipated, but I think it looks really good. So I think in the end, I'll be happy with it for the long run. Can't go wrong with an active spoiler. I have yet to actually see if it goes up automatically at speed, but it should. But I don't think it gets activated till like 70 miles per hour or something, which I guess a little bit higher speed. I'm sure it added weight to my car a little bit, but probably not enough to warrant worrying about affecting my performance. Plus, I don't track my car anyway. I would like to take it to the track just for, you know, recreational. I'm not gonna make it a full-on track car. It's gotta get out there at some point. Track days sound fun. I wouldn't mind doing them. I feel like you gotta worry about the other people more than yourself, though, out there. As long as people are following the rules, nobody has an issue, and we're all happy. But some people don't like to follow the rules, or they get too crazy out there. Seen too many videos of people crashing on the ring. Don't want to be part of that. What's in front of me? Is that it? Is that Super? First I thought it was an Aston. I'm not even gonna lie. Look at that back. Confused me. Especially that color combo and stuff. I cut him short and I stupidly hit the dirt. Then I decided to not risk spinning out, so I went straight out of that turn. Too busy fooling around with this guy. That sounds wrong, but you get it. See a message in chat. Just give me one moment and I'll catch up. Playing on the wheel, so you gotta really keep your focus. So I'm not trying to be one of those ignorant streamers that doesn't answer. So I do want to let you know I see the message. It's my last lap, so perfect timing for me to see what's going on. No, I didn't want to rewind. I was trying to pull the handbrake. Best part, I've only played this game a handful of times now. There it is, B. Of course, I hit the wrong one. Shout out to Bad Stuff Gaming. What is up? If you're still there, how's it going? It is mostly smooth driving, but there was a few hiccups here and there. Got a little carried away. Forgot I'll have to post a picture of my real life car on our TGS Insta story or something. So I got it back, and while I don't have a wing like that on it, I do have an active wing now. So it blends in with the trunk. You know, it looks like you have no wing, geez Louise. You got no wing, and then you click a button, or you hit a certain speed and it pops up. It's pretty cool. I always wanted it ever since long ago. Just cost a fortune to do something like that. But finally made that come true. This game thinks I'm going to be second to fourth if I start in third, so I'm just going to start in third. I'm not going to take the chance. We won first. Not worried about the slightly extra money. We got plenty in this game, we don't even spend it. Alright. Now we're in the official race. I think there's only one more race after this. So we'll do the practice, we'll do the race, and then we'll hop into multiplayer. Hopefully not get a car that's impossible to drive. I think it's usually based on whatever car they have set for the race. So. Unless I'm wrong, the multiplayer on this game is a little bit different. Like there's no, maybe it's in their free play and I'm wrong, but I feel like they don't have that traditional multiplayer experience they had in previous Forza games. They have the traditional drive-avatars who just hit you for no reason, but... I'd only rewind if we got penalized for that. But we didn't, because we didn't use it to our advantage. If anything, it slowed me down. Let's get away from these other drivers, because they're playing bumper cars, and it's kind of annoying. Would have taken that turn more on the line, but I feel sometimes that the car's ready to just swing about like a pendulum. And I'm just trying to keep it in control rather than losing it. So all the times I try to fight it and still push it to the limit, and we just spin out for no reason. It's like half of what happened last week. I just kept pushing the car even though I knew it wasn't going to succeed. Certain turns, I feel like there's any hill incline or decline at all. This car just likes to get floaty. We put the spoiler on it, but it's a little bit better than it was. It feels a little bit more held down. But we gotta see what else we can do to enhance that control. Long race, that's lap 1 of 4. And we're not even on the lap yet. We're here's lap 1 of 4. We got 2:31. I get quiet just because I'm zoning in. So you can feel how the car feels in the wheel, like you really can. Like right there, I feel that. I'm just gonna rewind. Because too busy thinking about how I can feel the vehicle in the wheel. There's our first rewind of the day. I'll take it though. Just keep it at 1 a day. Like a multivitamin. We'll be alright. You're spinning the wheel around in real life, I think. I don't know. Never thought about that. The paddles. I guess the paddles go with the wheel, right? So, yeah, they are in the car. It's like when you're wrapping around, it gets hard to shift with the paddles, was going to be my point of this. I have paddles in my real life car, but I like, never use them because I live in the city and there's like no point in manual shifting in traffic all the time. It used to be fun back when I lived in the burbs, or you're going for a nice cruise somewhere. Taking some good roads for doing your own shifting, but do an upgrade my car's paddles at some point. Get those like Urus style ones where they're much larger, carbon, pretty cool. Trying to make this car my real life, you know, Forza car slash, you know, Fast and Furious car. You gotta get that upgraded wheel. get all the engine upgrades, do some custom interior stuff. Felt like my wheel was going to swing out on me, so I let off for a second there. This car will spin if I give it the chance. I'm just trying not to. Right there, it was getting dicey, as you can see. This car likes to just float. But we're not, you know, playing Flight Simulator. We're trying to stay grounded here. It's a game I have not played in a while. I'll have to do a session of it someday. Good times on that game. We're just gonna hold.
Last lap, let's go.
Level up. Just turning to the point that, like, you turn the wheel, you just keep going in a straight line because we're just sliding. Can't get that traction. Can't get traction, let me go fast. Maybe I've seen Scarface too many times, but I like to push it to the limit like the song from the movie. Push it to the limit. Usually ends in some kind of drama. Even when I was playing Flight Sim, I remember the one time my engine broke or something midstream. When I had simulation on because I just ran it at max the whole time. I think I was flying over the Keys, and I tried to land on the I think it's Route 1, the highway. I think it was all down to the island south of Miami, and for some reason the ground didn't exist or something funky. Something goofy happened. We would have had a nice landing on that highway, but the game didn't like that I was trying to do that. I feel like in Flight Sim you just gotta turn collisions off because it doesn't let you. It's not like you get to watch yourself crash. It just ends the experience. So. Finish first.
Good run out there. We finished P1.
Number 1. And I forgot my controller audio. It's going to cut back on in a second. So explain my setup. I'm playing on the wheel. I'm using my controller to get the game audio and my commentary. And then when you don't touch the controller, it just shuts, powers off by itself after a certain amount of time. When you're playing the wheel, you're not using the controller at all, so it just happens to me like every single dang stream. Final race is coming up. Let's see, what can we do to this car to make it even better for the next race? I don't even... shit. What do we have on the rear? 305? How much do we need for suspension? Oh god, we don't want that. So race suspension, we gotta free up 500 points. It's gonna sacrifice the engine mods. We don't need the power. That's not an issue with these races. We need the handling. Handling's key to success. So we're gonna take a loss on acceleration and speed, but we're gonna have an increase on the others. Let me make sure I got the right mods. Hold on. So we got brakes, springs. Oh yeah, we're very, very set on performance now. So we're doing Mugello circuit. We got 5 laps, 3 practice laps. Skip
It's
this.
difficult to be aggressive and patient after that green flag waves, but knowing where and when to make that critical pass gives us a
What's with this game throwing you in the turns on the start of the practice runs? It's like they literally just throw you into the turn. How's that beneficial for anybody? Thankfully, it doesn't count towards our first full laps. These brakes are so much better. I do feel a little slightly less power though. I can vouch that I definitely feel slightly less acceleration. Again, I was going for control over speed. Flight control are the mods that are most important if you're actually building a true track car. You really want to max out that control, and then you get into that speed. Or if you're doing it slowly, you can do a mixture of each. But in real life, I would just do it all together if I had a potential to do so. Need to do a lot more work on my real life car. I want to paint the rims, or I guess could just buy aftermarket rims. I haven't thought about, but it's a little bit more expensive, I'm guessing, to buy aftermarket rims and tires. But then I would do some coils, get some headers. Header should be cool because that's like a 50 horsepower gain. I'll finally be able to say I can peak at 500. And it'll make it sound a lot meaner too. For some reason and my tires decided they wanted to go for skippity doo out there. Back end wanted to go for a pendulum swing on me, but we saved it. I got not much else for random chat. After this, off to have some buffalo chicken and to start prepping for my trip. So I'm gonna get prepped today, so tomorrow being a Friday night, I don't want to spend my night packing and prepping. I'd rather spend tomorrow night holding a stream, and I'll watch a new episode of Loki. If I can be really efficient today, maybe squeeze in some Miracle Workers Season 3, because we just finished Season 2 last week. We shall see. Reminds me, I also need to figure out what we're doing, because it's a just under a handful hour flight that I'm going on Sunday, so may as well pick out a movie or two, probably two, unless you're picking a really long movie. Been on I've been on road trips twice this year, but I haven't been on a flight since last December when I went to a conference for work. And then I got COVID from that, I don't know where it's from, but somewhere either between the airports or the conference. I'm gonna guess the conference, and then it was the first time I had it, and the only time I've had it. Knock on wood real quick in the background while we're turning here. My first international trip in like 4 years. Snuck out to Rome right before the pandemic hit. Saving the big vacation for next year, probably in the fall. Probably take 2 weeks off streaming. Go across the Atlantic. We'll worry about that, yeah, next September, I'm guessing. Maybe sneaking a road trip in the spring. I've had Nashville on my road trip list for a while. I'm just gonna have to force myself to go. Hit like 3 different cities, 2-3 nights each. So that'd be a good way to go about it. Maybe 3 in Nashville, 2 nights in the other cities. Don't want to be driving too much and keep the driving time to like 4 to 6. Be like perfect. As in 4 to 6 hours. 6 hours is a long drive, but allows you to see stuff in City Hop. So we are going to finish practice. Didn't even realize that was the end of our 3rd lap already. Thought this track was a little bit longer for some reason. Plus, just been yapping. I actually hit the Xbox button on the controller while I was trying to spin it. Let's go for 8th starting. So start 1/3 back. I was going to do halfway, but I do not have to redo this. We are in Tuscany. Let's go. Oh god. Everyone's ramming each other, it's not just me. Dude, come on. I was trying to save it. You saw that. I was trying to save it, and this Nissan just rams the damn car. Saved it that time, applied the brake real quick. Always the way to go. You're about to lose control. Car gets floaty. Ow. No penalty. I don't deserve a penalty. Slam the brakes. Playing bumper of cars. We gotta do our best not to ram people when we play multiplayer. We're gonna do the 5 laps of this and then I'm off the multiplayer, so we're almost there. I was trying things. I had some notifications popping up on my phone, but nothing for it. So we're in 3rd place. We just got 2 people to catch in these 4 laps, including this one. We gotta start using that draft to our advantage. Bit edgy here, but we're trying to catch these guys. We also don't want to crash to pass them. So. No! Ah! Did my wheel touch the sand or something? It looked like it might have. So it just gave out. Slow down a little bit there so we don't hit the sand. The sand tries to murder you. The second you touch dirt or sand or anything on this game, you're just bound to lose control. And not in a good way. Struggling to catch these two.
To go.
So catching these guys is impossible. They're just so flawlessly driving through this. I'll have to just restart now and save myself the hassle, because I'm not going to catch them. I'm just going to hit the wall and restart. It sucks. But there's just no point. It's going to be realistic. If anything, they just keep leaving the gap every time I feel like I'm catching up. We're just going to start up front. I don't mind the challenge, but I also don't want to be gypped. So we got race brakes, we got front anti, rear anti, race suspension. Got the exhaust on there, the race intake on there. Let's give it A class. What a street rate reduction. We'll get a sport transmission. I'm gonna skip the practice laps if it tries to force me to do them, because we already did them and then we hopped into the race, but our car was just not. It did fine, but we were gonna take a solid third place no matter how hard I tried. The game warned me. I mean, it did say I was going to come in second to fourth. We were right in the middle.
When it comes to multiple bins,
Just because I want to win every race.
Look for the straightest possible driving line, no matter how curvy.
We're going to aim for
the
a
blacktop is in front of you.
better placement. I forgot that was going to put me in the practice. Here we go. We died. That was my practice. I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to do 3 laps of practice twice. I'm going to do this race, and then we're going to move on to multiplayer. So we can get this race done without losing this time. I was going to start in third. I have no interest in having to fight someone for 5 laps trying to pass them while they flawlessly take every turn. We're on the middle difficulty. There's like easy, there's ultra hard, there's like 8 points of difficulty. We're on 4. Of course, my controller powered off because I haven't touched it in like 30 minutes. Hold on. Audio should come back in a second. And just in time for the launch. I gotta figure out how long it is that that controller, you know, stays on before it shuts off because I'm using the wheel. And just start tapping the analog stick like once every like 20 minutes. So we can prevent that from happening. I wish there was a way to just tell my Xbox to leave my controller on. I shouldn't have let him pass, but I was in a really bad line. I figured it was worth it. Come on, bro. That little fucking tap threw me out. I'm trying to save it. Nope, we're not gonna save it. This car is fun to drive, but it likes to like try to murder you just because you hit like one grass blade on the side of the road. Or if someone taps you. Please stop hitting me, random AI. Drive avatar. I'm just gonna start over. I'm driving like absolute trash right now. Let's just do a restart. The vibes were thrown off on that one. Let me get a fresh start. So let me do something. You might hear me clacking here. That's my... Seating wise, I'm in a pretty good position for driving. Just checking my reach. All right. Try again. Had my armrest up really high. I have my gaming desk and I have my work from home desk. My work from home desk is like an inch or two higher than my gaming desk. So I moved the arms up and down and I left them high. So my arms were sitting up all high on this wheel. Shoot a little bit better now. My elbows are nicely planted. Jinx it, but our best start so far. Let's not jinx it. The car's ready to lose it. Come on, Cayman. You've been a little bit more disappointing than I thought you would be in your track performance, especially with so many damn mods focused on handling. But we can do it. This thing just likes to float. That's the one thing I noticed. It really floats. I'd much rather have driven the RS3, which we did in a previous stream, and the thing was beautiful on the ground. This thing, you would think a Porsche would just be an amazing track beast, but I don't know if it's a game or if this car just likes to be floaty, but it sure as hell likes to float even with a wing on it. It's like being in Flight Simulator and I'm trying to take off on the runway, but in this game I'm trying to stay grounded. But it's ready to take flight. If this thing had wings on it, we'd be in the sky right now. We have the widest tires possible and upgraded tire compound, so maybe it just needs that race tire compound too. G923 maxed out simulation settings except ABS, using the paddles just like the game. I can't do full on manual too, but I like to mimic the game's kind of my goal. So since this car has paddles, I'll stick to paddles. I'll probably stick to paddles for multiplayer as well. I feel like that makes sense. Especially because we're going to be competing. It's not time to dilly-dally on the shifts. We just went double clutch responsive shifts. So humans can't shift as fast as like a double clutch Ferrari transmission. There's a reason they use them in racing. It's more spirited driving if you're doing full on manual though, so I get it. I've driven manual cars in real life, but I never owned one. But if I ever get the project car, like a true project car like I want to someday, like a throwback car, 90s or older, 100% has to be manual, without a question. But for my daily driver, I'm happy with my double clutch transmission. Downshifted one more than I wanted to. Maybe babying it too much to that turn, but felt the car get floaty. For multiplayer, you gotta do like a qualifying lap. You can do practice for like 10 minutes, then you get a qualifying lap. For qualifying, you take a few qualifying laps and it probably takes your best time or whatever.
3 left.
Then don't know how it goes from there. It's like I guess if you qualify, you get into the official race. Imagine there's going to be some sweaty Forza players in the lobby, as well as terrible ones who ram you in the turns and stuff. Maybe it puts all the people who ram each other in their own lobbies, and once it sees that you're an aggressive smash driver, you're trying to do a bunch of hit and runs. At least I hope that's the case. No penalty. Was not to my benefit at all. It's not like I cut a corner or something. An achievement of some sort. 10 gamer score getting familiar, reach car level 25 in any car. Oh yeah, I heard they updated this game to make leveling cars easier. So it takes less time to max out your car. Probably why we're leveling so quickly today. 2 more laps to go, including this one. So just under 5 minutes. Be perfect timing for half the stream to switch over to multiplayer. I'll do as many multiplayer things as we can do in an hour. I don't know if that'll be 1, I don't know if it'll be 2, 3. And they gave me a warning back then. So can we please get some headlights? It's getting dark in the day.
laps.
Nice looking mountains in the background. Come on. First I tapped the dirt in my final lap. All good though. So we got first place.
Nicely done.
Nice.
You won.
Reward unlock, gold trophy. All right. Literally just crossed the hour mark in our 2-hour session. And we officially completed Built for Sport. Let's go see what's going on in multiplayer. Find out once and all how the actual experience goes. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Short circuit 7 laps. Gonna join the event. So we have a 2020 Honda number 73 LA Honda World Racing Civic. And you can only imagine what happened. My controller died. Yeehaw.
This shorter layout of Laguna hasn't hosted a major race since.
Alright, so just because I'm in commentary and you don't know what other people are going to say, probably some wild shit, A master output at 100. Voiceover, I think is like the lady talking over the game 100. I turned voice chat to 0 just because I don't want to pick up random people's chatting in multiplayer. We'll leave music sound effects on, player engine on, tire, opponent car. And I'll have my mic off in game so I'm not broadcasting over in-game comms. Middle of this event. We're gonna practice. We should probably get a few laps in before we dare to go qualify. Because this is legit. This is not PvE, this is full-on PvP in a car I've never driven. It isn't bad at all. A little bit shaky, bumpy. Here goes my first practice lap. Not bad. Better than the Cayman that was driving. Not bad. I'm number 2 on the practice scoreboard. Shit. I was afraid of that. But I was trying to see if I could hit that. We're in the practice, so I wanted to hit that hill. Someone crashed. Someone totally wiped out back there. The AI don't crash as much as real people. Caught me off guard. Had to let off the gas there and make a quick save. Just leaving tires in the road. I'm ready to qualify. As much as I'm a Euro car fan, this car is pretty good. It's fun to drive, especially even with simulation on. There we go. It's the official qualify. I'm going to be fully focused. I'll catch up on chat if anyone posts after the race. We got 3 qualify laps. So let's just do it. We have the best lap right now. Let's keep it that way. We got a whole last and try and pull another really good time on. This turn right here is like notorious for causing crashes. I've always liked this map. It does not feel like the previous Forza zone this. That was a little bit slower than the last lap. A little bit slower. Really trying to hone in and get my time down. Can you actually not get qualified for a multiplayer race, or is there just to figure out what place we start the race in? I don't even know. My third and last lap, might be our best time if I keep it up. Come on. Not bad.
Nice work out there.
Qualifying
Currently P2
report.
after qualifying.
We're third on the list. Seems like we just gotta wait 4 minutes. Might as well drive the car. I'm gonna drive. I should totally drive the wrong way on the track. I'm invisible, but we're doing reverse. I'm just driving reckless on purpose because we got 2 minutes to burn. I guess I'll turn around and just cruise the track for 2 minutes.
Seconds to race start.
And on purpose because it's 30 seconds of race start. I'm not even driving anymore. It's just going in the background.
Driving style, track conditions, and race length are key factors in determining our initial fuel and tire strategy. Do we take limited fuel and soft tires for a light and fast car? Or push a late lap pit strategy with a full tank and harder tires? Teams must weigh the cost benefits of each decision. We'll want to play around with the setup to find the best combination for each event.
Strategist, 10 gamer score. Changed my fuel and tire setup for the first time. Here we go. Our first official online race. Shit, come on, bro. That was stupid. I thought I had that turn, but I pushed it too hard. The guy who's like the lobby sweat had to just take first. Fuck you, game.
About 1.5 seconds.
Give me a 1.5 second penalty because of that. That's crazy. Seven laps is a long race. If we get a second, knock on wood, yeah, I got no complaints. I jinxed him. What a shitty way to go out. You're in first place. You're the most comfortable position you can be in a race, I feel like. Dude loses it.
Is about 2.5 seconds.
Fuck you, lady. Seriously, give me a whole second because my tires floated over the hill of the penalty time. That's crazy. That one guy who crashed got a 4-second penalty. This turn up here is like the biggest murderer. Phew. We didn't take a penalty that time. Just gotta keep it up and we'll actually win our first multiplayer race ever. And my first official race at the same time, so be a cool milestone. So not jinx it, we still have 3 laps to go after this, but there's like a 8-second time gap between me and the person behind me, and I only have a 2-second penalty, so as of now we are about to win. This car is much better than I anticipated for being a Civic, but it is a race car, not a street car. No penalty, we did tap the dirt there and almost lost control. Whoever's in second's trying to close that gap though. You can see them trying to catch up on me in the rear view. Trying to increase that gap because we want to keep a gap of at least our penalty. I'm not trying to lose because of my penalty time. That was tough. Oh, come on. Intense. You gotta be fucking kidding me, car. Oh my god, fuck you, car, really. I've done this like 20 laps so far, that's never happened. I swear to god, we were about to win the race too. We've done that turn the same way every fucking time. For 7 laps. Plus the practice laps, plus the 3 qualifying laps, but that time, of course, in the final lap of the race, the thing has to decide to shit its fucking self and send me over into the friggin' sand. Well, so much for winning. I definitely jinxed it. That fucking sucks. I'm gonna torch this car after the race with a Molotov. Well, can't be excited about the ending now. We had the fucking race in the bag. One turn fucked me over. We got podium prodigy though. I mean, second place in our first match ever. It's not bad. 100% should have won that. But I got felt the pressure at the end. It fucked me over. That's a sad ending. Second place is still great, but It's sad. We were that close to winning. Oy vey.
Well done. We finished P2.
Let's not talk about it. I had first place in the bag for fucking like 5 out of the 7 laps, and then the final lap, doing the same maneuver and tactic I used every other lap, decided to send me over the edge. And that guy only won because of that one fucking turn. I'm gonna flip off this car in real life. It did me wrong right there. Seems about a half hour per, so I'll do one more multiplayer. And we'll hop in from there. Grand Oak. Let's go for Grand Oak. Same car. And our first ever official full multiplayer experience, I got second place. And should've, would've, could've had first. I just threw it away on one turn. One turn is all it takes to ruin a race, which is ridiculous. You have to almost be a perfectionist in every turn, the entire time, if you really want to hold it down. Obviously, they were doing slightly better than me to have caught up. Must have been hitting a few turns a little bit better.
In the Grand Oak Club layout, speed is crucial for the majority of the turns, so nail those apexes and avoid drifting.
Just gonna jump in the qualify because we only have 7 minutes. I didn't know you qualify with other people in the fucking lap. It distracted the shit out of me because this guy's riding my bumper, so I'm not like honed in on the road like I should be. I just gotta hone in on the road. Forget everybody else, they go invisible anyway.
Two left.
Probably should have did at least one warm-up lap. This track feels so much different than the last one.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
May or may not be my last race of the day. Probably will be, just on the basis that by the time we do it, the race is, 10 minutes long. 5 more minutes of this, 15 minutes. We're at like an hour 50 when we get done. Might as well just take that extra 10 minutes with me. We're definitely gonna get murdered on this because I didn't have as much time to learn this track as I learned the other one. I had to flow the other one down, like I didn't have to question the turns. I knew them inside out. This track, I'm a little bit not loving it. Of course, I downshift like a fucking idiot. My wheel was all upside down. The turn angle. As of right now, we're gonna do a lot worse in this race than the first one, but I'll take it.
Great work.
It's not great work. We're gonna lose, but we gotta get out on the track and just practice. Like, we need to just hit the track and get like those 2-3 laps in right now. Just get out there. Hurry up, man. Don't waste time. Don't walk up. Just run. Sprint. Sprint! I want to have a chance to perform in this race. The only way is to go over this track a bunch of times. This is a single downshift and kind of haul ass off the brake kind of deal. This is a second downshift. Should have downshift twice, actually. Slowly getting the hang of it. Gotta find that sweet spot between downshifting and shifting up. That's 2 times now that I downshifted one too far. It seems like it's good, but the second you start throttling, you're already peaking out. That's not optimal. Five seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Screaming the tires a little bit back there. Definitely not going to be the best in the race as long as we aren't last. About a minute per lap, and it's going to be like 10 minutes of racing here. We're in New Hampshire, New Hampshire. Alright, here we go. We got just under 20 minutes left on the stream. It's just a over 10-minute race, so you get that in. Imagine you just slam the brakes like really hard on someone else. Fuck, come on, car. Just starts floating. Even though it felt like it had it for so long. That's what happened to me on the last race, and the only reason I had lost first place. Oh, we're just gonna have a shit performance on this one, just because of that one turn. Alright, so this time my whole issue with traction may be the severe tire slip, because I didn't put medium tires on. That would explain it. Well, I made a dumb mistake. So soft tire compound doesn't last long. You got an achievement while rounded 25 gamer score. Change your tires during a race to use a different tire compound. I mean, we're in last place now because I had to pit. But my tires were just too fucking soft. There was no way. And it throws you into the stupid fucking angle. I had enough of multiplayer for today at this point. It was fun, but when you're new, the race that you actually do really well that you fuck up is like terrible. That could be why in that race it didn't go well. Because I had medium tires on, but it was lap 7 when I lost control. Maybe my tires were getting near the replacement mark, and that's why it slipped out on me like that turn. That would explain a lot. I usually play with, you know, fuel and tires on. I usually leave them on for career mode, but I never had to pit once. We're just going to be last place, so let's just accept it. There's no coming back from that. We're just going to cruise back here and get our XP. Disappointing. I knew the second we didn't get warmed up properly on this map and learn it. You gotta learn all the physics, how the car handles the turns. I think I'm gonna stick to medium tires from now on for these multiplayer races. At least half a tank of gas. So it might hurt my laps in the early on by a second or two, but I won't have to worry about having to pit randomly. Yeah, I'm nowhere near anybody. Just all alone out here.
Final lap.
I mean, hey, at least we got the initial experience in this now. If they were to penalize me while I'm in last place, I'm about to soccer punch them in the head. Like, I'll just park the car and go up and find the person in the stands who's giving me penalty time and just punch them, take the assault charge at that point. These soft tires are great for short races, but a few more laps they would have been given out.
Great work. We finished P11.
That's it for online racing for me, just because like we can't just hop into a random multiplayer match. They have this all warming up and stuff now. Otherwise I totally would. Let's try something ridiculous. have yet to drive that I would like to drive. Taking it to the Indianapolis Speedway. Just so we can have some fun, and then we're gonna call it.
Just 4 turns here at Indy, each slightly different, all deceptively difficult at the speeds you'll hit. Focus on a low entry and a wide exit.
Hopefully there's no warm-up in this mode. It's fucking thunderstormy. Ooh, it's getting slippery. Apparently we got achievement flying 20 gamer score. I'm gonna have the same settings, but we're not gonna put on pouring rain. Let's make it actually reasonable to do a bunch of really fast laps. Go for a mostly clear day, late morning, 5 laps, and then once we're done this, I'm calling it a day on the stream.
The Indianapolis Motor Speedway's banked oval retains much of its challenging layout.
There we go. Shouldn't have to worry about slipping out this time. Used to have some really good times racing on this back in the day. Yeah, today's been pretty good. We closed out Built for Sport. We participated in 2 multiplayer events. I hit some cones and spun out, which was a rewind. We came in 2nd place in our first ever multiplayer event. The only reason I lost is because I'm guessing my tires got really soft in that last lap, and I did not anticipate it. And we just lost control in that one turn. Not completely, but enough to go off the track a little bit. That's all it took for me to lose. The 2nd place on my first online race ever wasn't too shabby. Then the last race was kind of a disaster, but I didn't really prepare for it properly. We kind of just hopped in and qualified and launched it. So there was no proper learning the track for that one. And then we had to pit for no reason. So. feel the track being ultra bumpy through the wheel. And then I'm hitting grass by accident. I oversteered myself because I expected understeer. But this car's gripping pretty good, so we don't need to anticipate that. We just stick to the line. Last lap, go, go, go. Bam. Finished in first. Got achievement 10 gamer score freedom. Complete a quick race in free play. And it's perfect timing for me to call it a day. Over here, noise in the background, just putting something away in my other desk. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the plug on this one. Literally, just literally shut down stream, just kidding. But yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we got Counter-Strike 2, Flex Slot, Snow Runner for Flex Slot on Saturday. You get the idea, vacation notice, 10:29 through 11:05. I'll be back in action 11:06, back to our normal, you know, basically a stream a day keeps the doctor a day set up with our weekends. I'm looking forward to all of that. The first weekend might be a little bit different. We might have to flip our Saturday, Sunday streams, but we'll worry about that, I guess, next weekend when I start prepping my schedule for the following weekend. 'Cause this weekend I leave. The following weekend I get back on Sunday, so I'm going Sunday to Sunday. Then the week after that, some people are visiting town. So we'll see how that works out, but I'm going to try and hold all our streams that week, minus maybe our couch co-op. Shout out to our supporters. We got main food reviews across the board, BVT on Patreon, Burkois, McMaster, Tyler on Superchat. Appreciate the support. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like and sub. Peace out.